What next for Oj Simpson come October? Where does he plan to live? How much money is he still making from the NFL? ABC's Deborah Roberts on Simpson's likely move after getting out of prison.
The image of that white Bronco transfixing the nation. Friday evening, June 17, 1994. Simpson, who failed to turn himself in that morning in a slow-speed chase across LA's freeways. For 9 p.m., 9 hours, 47 minutes later, he finally surrenders. That mugshot, then the trial of the century. That bombshell verdict.
Not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187.
Still riveting the country decades later. The FX movie, the ESPN documentary, and today, 21 years and 9 days later.
Thank you.
But what will Simpson's life be like come October? Where will he live?
You're requesting to live in Florida.
Florida, near his children. If granted, corrections officials there said in a statement today, he'll be assigned a Florida probation officer and will be supervised in accordance with the conditions of his parole. Despite his acquittal, Simpson was later found liable of that double murder in a civil trial and ordered to pay $33.5 million to the Brown and Goldman families. The Goldmans say they've received less than 1% of that. As for Simpson, he'll go on to collect a reported $25,000 a month pension from the NFL. Legally, money the families can't touch. But just today, the Goldmans saying they'll go after all other earnings.
That's his punishment. If we don't pursue it, then we've given him another free pass.
And Deborah with us now. We heard from authorities in Florida who today said probation officers would follow him there, be watching closely. Is that likely? Is that where he's going to live?
I would say that's the most likely scenario. We heard him, David, today say he just wants to be near his family. His children are in Florida. I would say it's a pretty safe bet. He's lived in Miami before. Florida may very well be it.
Deborah Roberts with us tonight. Deborah, thank you. And one of the parole commissioners today with a warning for Oj Simpson about life on parole, that he'll be watched and that there will be many rules.
Some of those conditions could be easily as not drinking alcohol to excess, associating with ex-felons, leaving the state without permission, being subject to search and seizure. So there's going to be a whole slew of conditions you're going to have to follow. And do you think you can be successful with the terms of parole?
Oh, beyond a doubt. I mean, I haven't drank in 9 years and I haven't missed it.
So let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, tonight. Life when Oj Simpson gets out of prison is going to be a lot different than the life he knew before prison.
That's right. A whole list of possible restrictions, including, as they mentioned, alcohol use, travel, when he can travel, where he can travel, weapons possession. There's going to be a whole list of it. But this is a new world. When Oj Simpson went to prison, smartphones didn't exist, really. So the world is going to be watching the most famous parolee in America very closely, including the Goldman family, who still believe that they are owed not just $33 million now, but that it's increased to something like $52 million.
All right, because of the 9 years that's
passed.
Right. All right, Dan, thank you.